Hi there, everyone. Welcome to episode 345 of the Mike from Maine Show, the place where we do daily interviews with successful online entrepreneurs. This is your host, Mike Thomas, and today on the show we've got Brett Rutecky on. And we're going to be talking about a neat software that he has called Post Promotions that allows you to mass post your social links, your tweets, your LinkedIn, your Facebook, all at one click of a button. And what really got me interested in this, let me take you here on the sales page, is a case study where Brett used the plugin, used the software, I guess it's a software, to go out and get tons of traffic and make sales on one of his dead sales pages. We instantly went from literally a dead sales page to over 180 hits per day. That one copy we gave away, so they did a giveaway, combined with the viral like to win post, generated 83 sales in 7 days for an income of $1,411. So that got my attention. That made me take a deeper look into what this actually is. And let's look into it today. We're going to discuss it with Brett. We're going to find out exactly what he did. He's also going to give us a demo. And yeah, let's take a look inside. Also, just so you know, I'll be doing a review of this and posting it tomorrow on Friday, March 14th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, if you want to check that out. Here's Brett Rutecky. We are here today with Brett Rutecky. Brett, welcome back to the show.
Hey, thanks, Michael. Glad to have you.
Yeah, it's good to have you back here. You've been on the show before, and we kind of dug into your story a bit then for anyone who wants to check that out. But for people that didn't see that episode, can you give us a little bit of a rundown of who you are and how you got up to today?
Well, one of the things we talked about last time I was on the show is that for several years I worked as a freelance programmer. I was creating apps specifically for marketers. I was working with marketers a lot. But I think one of the things that wasn't very clear last time is, as I was working with these marketers, and you'll find that in any industry, everybody loves to talk about what they do. Doctors like to talk about the latest article they read, and lawyers like to talk about Supreme Court ruling. Well, marketers are no different.
Yep.
So as I was working for these marketers for all these years, they were telling me about IM. They were teaching me IM, not only firsthand, because they had to explain to me how it works so I could write the software for them, but they were also answering my questions. They're just chatting away, telling me all about how IM works. And after a while, I got to the point, I'm like, well, I could do this. And I mean, I had years of training from top marketers. So at some point, I just got to where I said, you know what, I'm going to start promoting and selling my own software. And that's where I'm at now.
It's almost like you were in the back room, kind of. Like I picture like this dark room with people smoking cigarettes and and you kind of back there doing your software work, and the evil internet marketers out there discussing their plans of world domination, and you listening in. But I mean, in a way, you had that kind of that ear and that your finger on the pulse there when it came to all that. And I'm glad that you finally took that step and started launching products on your own, because I mean, if you can produce the product, then you've got the strength and the abilities there. But
I got to where I was writing the software, and they had trained me how to market it by example. So I got to the point where, hey, I know how to market now, and I know how to write software.
Today, the reason why I brought you on was because you've come up with a pretty cool software, and it's one of the things we're obviously going to talk about the specifics of it in a bit. It's called Post Promotions, but the thing that I was really interested about was something that you did just to test it out, and you weren't even necessarily thinking about making money with it. Can you tell us about that?
I wanted to, when I wrote the software, I actually started developing the software about 5 months ago, and I always test. I bring in a beta testers, I test myself. But I wanted to test not only if the software works, but if the concept works well. I wanted to make sure it's a sound concept. So what I did was I had a WordPress plugin that I'd been trying to sell for a while. I wasn't getting any traffic to the site at all. I had like 2 hits a day. So At that rate, I'd be lucky to sell one copy every 6 months. And so what I did was I used the post promotions software that I just wrote to try to promote it to see what would happen. And it worked. We ended up getting 83 sales in 7 days. It worked really well. We sent tons of traffic to the website, and the way we did that is I mass post. I use post promotions to mass post to a whole bunch of Facebook groups in IM, a whole bunch of IM groups, and it is an IM software that I was trying to sell, an IM WordPress plugin. And I said in the post, like this post for a chance to get a free copy. So first of all, by mass posting it to a whole bunch of groups, I put it right in from the door in front of hundreds and hundreds of people. And then by them all liking it, trying to get a free copy, because all they got to do is press a button. Why wouldn't they, right? It showed it to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of more people.
Let's take this opportunity really quick, and we've got a demo for people to take a look at it. I just want to show that to them so that they don't get lost while we dig a little bit deeper into it. So let's take a look at that now.
Okay.
Hey guys, Brett here from Post Promotions, and today I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to make a post with the Post Promotions platform. So there's two different types of posts. There's a regular post and a mass post. So to start with, I'm going to show you how to do a regular post. So I'll log into my account, activate my profile, and I'll just click on the New Post button. Now creating a new post is broken down into a couple of really easy steps. The first thing we're going to do is decide where we want the post to go to. So I'm going to put it on one of my Facebook fan pages. I'm going to put it on a Facebook group. I'll just use one of my test groups. I'm going to put it on my Twitter account. I'm going to put it on my LinkedIn account, and I'm going to put it on a LinkedIn group as well. So I've got it on all three networks going in 5 different places. Step 2, I'm just going to enter a post name. That's for my reference only, just so I can refer back to it later and know what the post was made for. So I'll just say I'm going to enter a few settings for the post. It's caption, it's post text. I can upload an image, and I can select a URL if I want to have the post be linkable. And generally speaking, you're going to want the post to be a link or have a link in it, because the whole purpose of this is to drive traffic. So I'm going to type in my little info here. So after I got all my post info put in there, I can select when I want it to post. Now I can schedule this post to go out anytime I want, or I can select to post it now. I'm just going to go ahead and post it now. And the very last step, and this is one of the most important steps, is I get to select if the post repeats. Now the whole point of a post repeating is once you set the post up, you can have it repeat every 7, 14, 21, or 30 days. And that way the post is constantly getting refreshed across the social networks, constantly getting shown to different people each time, new people each time, and constantly driving traffic back to your website. That's a very important feature, is that you only have to set it up once, and then it can reoccur for you and keep bringing you traffic. So I'm going to have this repeat every 14 days. And that's it. That's simple. The post is now made on all of those social networks and all of those places, and it's going to repeat every 14 days for me. We can actually go over here and we'll look on my Twitter page, and we can see there it is. It posted on Twitter. It also posted on Facebook. It also posted on my Facebook groups. It also posted on my LinkedIn account. It also posted on my LinkedIn groups, all from one simple setup, and I can have it repeat and drive traffic back over and over again. Okay, so the second type of post that I want to show you is the mass post. So I'm going to go ahead and click the new mass post button, and it's going to take me to the mass post menu. Now the mass post is specifically for Facebook, and what this allows me to do is publish a single post to dozens of Facebook groups or fan pages at one shot. You can see now over here it has a list of all of my Facebook groups and all of my Facebook fan pages, and I can quickly check or uncheck them with the buttons here, or I could select each one manually. And then after that, it's just like a normal post where I set up the post name, caption, text, image, and link URL. and I can post to multiple Facebook spaces at one shot. And this is really cool because, like, let's say if you're a member of 30 IM groups or 30 groups in any niche for that matter, and you want to go ahead and post to all of those groups, it's a real pain to go and copy your post to every single group. But this lets you do it in one shot. And it also, not only does it save you time, but it also gets your post in front of hundreds and hundreds of people at once. So that's a look at the two basic types of posting available with post promotions. In addition, you can also run retweet contests where people can earn a chance to win something by retweeting your posts. And you can run like to win contests where people can win by liking your posts.
Okay, so we're back from the demo, and one thing that I noticed in there, and this is really interesting, was the fact that it's repeating. And what you're doing there is you're, instead of just posting one time, you have it so that you can actually set it up and post at intervals, I guess, at any time that you want.
Well, you can set it up and schedule it to post at any time you want to go out. That's important because you want it to go out when your audience is most likely to be on the social network. By the way, we should mention that it isn't just Facebook. It actually posts to Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. It's all three networks at one shot. But an important thing about social networks is they're fast-paced. You know, a post on Facebook has about a 3-hour lifespan. So in 3 hours, it's already down past the fold. Nobody's going to see it. Twitter is about 30 minutes. And LinkedIn being a business network, it's a little longer. It's about a day. So what you're able to do with post promotions is set the post to repeat over and over again at a set interval. That way it's always getting refreshed and being put in front of new eyeballs, always getting people to see it, always getting traffic to be pushed back to your website. And that is automatic. You set it up once, you know, and let it do it.
There was also a function that is definitely really interesting. It's the mass posting function. And when I saw that, I thought, okay, a few things came to mind. Okay, this is really great. I can just push a button and I can put my post all over the internet, all over all these different, I think it's up to 50 Facebook groups that you could post that to. But then also, like, I came back to reality a little bit and I started thinking, okay, is this going to be a little bit spammy? Am I going to get in trouble for just kind of blasting it out there?
The people that control whether or not a post on a Facebook group is spam, it's not Facebook, it's the members of the group. So the simple answer to that is it's going to be spam if it's spam. So, I mean, if you're just posting over and over and over again 3 times a day, buy my stuff right now, people probably are going to get sick of it, and they probably click the hide button and not want to see your posts anymore. But if you post a decent, soft promo without being too pushy, it's just like email. If you spam people, they're not going to open your emails. If you post something that's worth reading, they're gonna click on it.
When you did your test and you sent those out to a bunch of groups, what was the reaction that you got? It seems like it was something where you were giving away something for free. You're doing a contest. Did you get any bit of negative reactions from people from someplace? Is there any advice that you have when doing that?
Actually, I can give you an even general stat. In the 5 months that we've been testing, we've generated 500,000 hits with post promotions. We've gotten 3 spam reports. We're actually rated a plus. The app is actually rated plus with Facebook as it's a good app. We've gotten 3 spam reports out of 500,000 hits. I'm extremely happy with that.
I think you answered the question there. That's definitely it's not being labeled as spam, and that's good enough for me there. You've got like to win contests in this plugin, and you didn't show it in the demo. So how does that all work?
Well, a while back, it used to be that you couldn't run a contest directly on Facebook on a post, and Facebook decided they're gonna lax those rules, and you're now able to make a post that says, like this post for a chance to win something. And why that's important is people click like, and then it becomes viral, and it helps spread the post for free. The problem with that is when somebody likes a post, you get a list of all the people who like the post. I mean, if you got 1,000 people that like your post, how are you going to pick a winner? You're going to sit there and like go through all those 1,000 people and pick a winner and then try to message them because you don't have their email or anything. That's a real pain. So Post Promotions automates all that. We will track your likes for you. You could press a button and just randomly select a winner, and then you can contact the winner through our platform. It's very simple, and it allows you to make posts and give them a reason to go viral, because they want to win something.
One of the things that came to mind, ways of using this that would be practical for people out there. There are, one thing was JV launches. Like if someone's going to launch a product, there's a lot of JV groups out there that they could announce their product launch in. I see people writing Kindle books, and what they'll do is there's a bunch of different Facebook groups where people will announce their free KDP Kindle promotion, and I see people going, and it'll come up on my Facebook in notifications of people going around and posting in these different groups. So that's something that they could just click a button and they could post their books. If they wanted to provide it on Fiverr or something as a service, they could do that for other people as well. What other things, when you created this, what other things did you have in mind that ways that people could use this to benefit their business?
Well, the great thing about social networks, I mean, between Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, there are 1.5 billion users. Pick any niche, and there's 100,000 people at least who are interested in that niche. I mean, you, for example, I mean, you do the interviews, you have your review site. Imagine if you can tell 20,000 people in 10 minutes about your latest interview with Brett Rutecky. You can do that. Join a bunch of groups, join 10, 15, 20 groups, and mass post a link. Each group has 2,000 to 3,000 members in it, and you could just mass post right from the door to check out my latest interview. So no matter what your niche is, you always need traffic. You hear it all the time, the money's in the list. That's bull. The money's in traffic. If nobody comes to your site, you're not making a dime, period. So no matter what you're doing, you can always get traffic from social media because of the sheer number of people.
And it's funny, when I publish my reviews and my interviews, the first thing that I do is I take it and I put it on Facebook, and then I tweet it, and then I used to do more of it. I put it on LinkedIn, but then I was like, oh, I don't know if I have time. I don't know if I want to spend that extra minute putting it on LinkedIn. But this is definitely a tool that I think a lot of people could use, just to the lazy button. It's a lot of us get lazy, and it's just a way that you can just say, okay, screw it. I'm just gonna have it so it's all posted and it's done. You just put it in one time and it's finished.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Just imagine if you can put your video review in front of all your Twitter followers, all of your LinkedIn contacts, and just to boot 30,000 people that are members of Facebook groups that you're in. I mean, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's definitely, it gets the lazy person in me excited. Brett, thank you so much for coming on today. Is there anything else that we didn't touch on that you wanted to cover before we wrap it up?
You asked me that last time, and I didn't have anything last time either.
Here's the thing, and I was just thinking of it now, is that with a lot of products out there, there's usually a one-time offer, or there's a monthly fee. Talk a little bit about that.
Okay. You know what? And I actually have a tip for your guys too, for your viewers that I learned from marketers when I was marketing. That's related to one-time offers if you're interested in it.
Sure.
But this particular software, this particular offer, it is one-time price, unlimited membership, unlimited usage. You're also able to create profiles for your customers so that you can resell it if you want to, and there is no one-time offer. You get everything from the door. Nothing is hidden. Nothing is held back. It's completely functional, completely, everything for the one price.
I'm not going to buy it and then I'm going to be offered the unlimited version or the developer's rights or the white label rights or anything?
No, for this, I just wanted to give everything from the door, be straight up front. And I mean, I even actually, when I get my beta testers, and I don't give it to my beta testers for free. I actually charge them to use it. And I have beta testers right now that are paying a monthly fee. And I'm going to let them opt out of the monthly fee too by purchasing this package as well. So this is going to be the only time, though, that you're able to get it without a monthly fee.
Very cool. Well, Brett, thank you so much for coming on the show today. Best of luck with your launch.
Great. Thank you, Mike.
I hope you enjoyed the interview today with Brett. If you are interested in checking out post promotions, come back tomorrow at 11 a.m. and I'll have a review up. So you can check that out. That'll be 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Also, I'll have a bunch of bonuses for you. So if you do end up picking up a copy, just send me over your PayPal receipt and I'll send those right over to you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.